Sunday morning, let's get it, Animal Crossing.
Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. My name is Taya and this is Okanda, my cozy Canada core island. And today I am off face cam because I want to just do some island work. I want to give you a little bit of an island update-ish. So when I was doing this train station build, I mentioned that we needed to go villager hunting for someone. We don't need a villager hunt anymore. I was on a treasure island and I saw that Eric was there, and so now we have Eric. That's all there is to it. It was kind of a spur of the moment decision, and yes, now I have 3 lazies on my island, which is a bit of an issue. So we're oh, that's funny, it's Sunday morning and it's actually Sunday morning in the game. I never am in like on the right day in the game. That's a bit cozy actually, I like that.
Sunday morning, let's get it, Animal Crossing.
I think Eric was over. Oh yeah, here he is. Here he is. He's behind Claude's house. So now we have our little baby moose boy on Okanda, which makes me super happy. So here you can see that I started to plan out a road coming up from, and I always do this. I leave like little construction signals to show that this area is under construction. I don't know why I started doing that on Glenny and I'm just obsessed with it. So I built this road here coming up from the entrance down here. Eric, you look perfect here. Anyways, if you come to the right, past my East Coast area, up here, past the Tim Hortons, past Puddle's house, then you get to a road and a parking lot. So I'm gonna have like a little bit of a parking lot here. And I originally thought I wanted to put like a road up here going over to my campsite, but we are going to ditch that. So that is what we're going to cover first. I'm gonna create a really nice little woodsy path going up to where my campsite will begin. So let's do it. Okay, so we are getting started with the build. First thing is first, I'm going to remove this road. Originally, I did think that the road would go the entire way, but it's too much road. I want to get started on some of the more natural areas of my island. And just getting started on this little transition area actually really helped me kind of switch gears because I have been doing a lot of very city-like builds, but it's the second that you're crossing over that bridge there, I want it to be my natural campsite area. I kind of maybe want to have a little bit of cottage country. Cottages are a huge deal in Canada. Let me know in the comments if cottages are a big deal where you're from. I know that there are some countries where cottages are more popular and some countries where they aren't. In Canada, I think that they're a lot more popular because in the summertime, it's easier to access more rural places because you don't have a bunch of snow blocking you off, and you couldn't really, well, people live in those more rural areas. They live in cottage country, but it's a little bit more, it's a different life. And when you're just going there in the summer, you just see everything looking nice, but in the winter, it's kind of a hard place to live in. At first, I was planning to do that skinny one tile pathway, and I love the look of that on islands. I have not yet quite figured out how to pull it off. I think it would really work well for certain themes, but I'm not sure what themes those are. But in the future on an island, I would like to have like the in-game path as a single tile. I think that would be super fun. But I ended up doing a reverse pathing method on this build, and I remembered that the train tracks were going to be cutting into this build at some point, or I didn't know if they were fully going to be cutting in, so I decided to pull the train tracks across my entire island today so that I could see exactly where that was going to get cut off. And I wasn't sure when I got to this point, I wasn't sure if it was going to look weird to come straight in front of my lake build, but I actually really love the way that it looks, and I'm going to have a small train station up in that area that I was just doing circles in. So that's kind of where the other train station is going to be on my island. And I decided that, you know, train tracks, it's kind of cool. Like you're sitting at a lake and there's train tracks kind of close by. I don't know, something about it. It feels cozy, it feels right. So we're gonna go with it, we're gonna stick with that. And I had this random stunted tree over here, so we had to move that into a different position. Originally, when I started doing this video, I thought that I would be working on many little areas around my island today, but I got really caught up on this little transition space. And transition areas can be really fun to work on. You don't always have to load up every single portion of your island with some kind of new and awe-inspiring build. You can just do little transition areas with nature, one spot to the next. And I mean, in the future, I probably will come back and refine this. I know there were some items, because I was a little bit crunched for time, that I didn't get to add in, and I was hoping that I'd be able to edit this video fast enough to go back and do a little bit of extra build. However, yesterday I ended up hanging out with family for quite some time, and one thing led to the next and ended up being a sleepover, so that was pretty fun. And we played tons and tons of Mario Kart. So some people were asking me, I got a couple of late submissions to the form, the Google form for my 1,000 subscriber celebration, and one person was asking if I play any other games, and I do. The number one game that I play other than Animal Crossing is Mario Kart. I don't think that's any surprise because a lot of people play Mario Kart, but it's just so fun to play, especially with other people. And last night we played so long of Mario Kart. We ended up doing 48 races in mirror mode, so it's everything kind of reflected backwards land, which was super fun and kind of challenging sometimes when you've played the races so many times and you're used to the way that it turns and twists, but it was so much fun. I really enjoyed it. That being said, I did stay up until 3 a.m., which is completely not characteristic of me. We ended up ordering pizza at like midnight. It was fun. It was really a gas, and had pancakes this morning already, which was super awesome. While I edited this video, my sweet husband made us pancakes, and that was awesome. So we've just been having an excellent chill morning. I should say that it is actually a holiday in Canada today. It's a civic holiday, which means that we have today off. Today is Monday, so yeah, it's been really nice and relaxing. And I'm really enjoying this little build, how it's coming out. I've never done the reverse pathing method. I know that Console Kato talked about it a long time ago now. Not a long time ago. Animal Crossing time is different than real time though, and it seems like trends come and go within a week. So it does feel like some time ago when this reverse pathing method was being talked about more, but I really like it with this light dirt path underneath and being able to layer the custom designs and layer flowers and weeds over top and trees. I just realized I didn't add a single bush into this build, which is an atrocity. So yeah, I'm definitely gonna have to go back and I will edit this a little bit further. If you'd like to see my progress on this little area within the next maybe day or so, I'm going to be working on it, and I'll post up some final shots of it on Instagram or something like that, so make sure to go over and follow me there. Just finishing off this parking lot. I'm not quite sure if I like the parking lot being right in front of Claude's house. It's a little bit unnerving that it's so close, and I don't know if I really want to put cars there. So we will see how that actually ends up being, but I would like a parking lot maybe for the Via Rail area that's going to be behind Claude's house a little bit more. I will be making a second Via Rail train station. If you didn't see last Friday's video, then I'll put it up in the cards for you. But it turned out really great. I was super happy with it, and thank you everybody for your feedback on that because it was super fun to create. And speaking of the train, I had to run back to my house to gather some more weeds and decoration items, so I decided to keep going on the train track to make my way back there. So that was effective. I walked back to my house and I ended up placing some path. And you can see the train station a little bit there for a split second, but we are back and we are planting some weeds and some flowers, updating some of the custom designs around here. And this is a shorter build, so we are already in with the bug models and the decoy duck. I want to go back and add in, I'm sorry that I keep talking about things that I want to go back and do on this build, but I really feel like it's a great starter. And I mean, if it's helpful at all to you to know that you don't have to make these beautiful builds every single time that just come out perfectly the way that you want them in one sitting, because I think that that's something that I started doing when I started to film YouTube videos, is that I wanted to do these builds and I wanted to get them done in one video so that it was very succinct and it looked like a cohesive, okay, look, I set up all the items and I got it done in one go, which is super satisfying to watch, which is why I like to do them that way. But sometimes it doesn't work out, and I still want to be able to get a video out every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday at 3 p.m. Eastern. So it's a bit of a hustle sometimes when I haven't done a build that I'm completely happy with, or I haven't had time to plan out the build, and I tend to go for Let's Plays in those moments to try to fill the space where I wasn't able to get a video out. But sometimes I don't really feel like doing a Let's Play, and today I didn't really feel like doing a Let's Play because I've been doing a lot of Let's Plays for Papagayo and for Okanda lately, and I just want to build something, for crying out loud. So I just went for it, and I didn't exactly know when I started this video what area I wanted to work on, but in walking around, this area kind of called to me and I was able to create something super fun. So yeah, I hope that you enjoy this shorter, different kind of format video. It was such a nice, relaxing time for me on a Sunday morning to just play this game that I love so much. And this blanket code, I just want to talk about for a second. It has a transparent pixel on the bottom right of the design, and I don't know why, but it's kind of triggering me, so I think that we're gonna have to change out this blanket code, and I know I've already used it in a couple of different places on my island, so I think we will have to change that out. And we are almost through to the final reveal. So I'm just going to grab a couple more different colored flowers, and then I will see you at the end with a recap. So I think that that is all that I have time to do today. It doesn't really look like a whole lot, but I think it's an awesome start. I had a few little troubles with how I was going to arrange these things. I think I need to put a few stunted trees, a few more flowers, some of course dropped mushrooms and items like that, but I don't have time to run back to my house and get things and then do the whole thing. So here is where it will stay for today, but I'm really happy with this cozy little area for Claude, and I think it's really cute. I love that it's just a naturey pathway, just a loose pathway up to this bridge, and then once you get to the bridge you're going to be in the campsite, so it's just kind of like a nature trail a little bit over here, which I think is super adorable. So thank you so much everybody for watching today. I hope you enjoyed the video. Let me know in the comments below what you think, of course, and I will see you all in the next one. Thank you so much everybody. Bye.